Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello, greetings. Yeah, this is our risk disclaimer. You can pause the video and go through it anytime. Yeah, so let's begin. So this video is aimed at tackling an important subject of risk management, which seems to be a common among many retail traders. Examples that will be used in the following video will be in accordance to our trading strategy, but can also be applied to other different trading strategies. Okay, so when you have deposited, let's say you've deposited on an account, can be anything from $50 upwards, depending on the minimum of your broker. So before you do any analysis, before you can consider which pairs to trade, where to enter, where you're gonna have your stop losses, your take profits, and all of that, you must first calculate the risk that you're gonna use and the reward that you're targeting. Okay. But the important part here is your risk. Make sure you have proper risk management. You are using proper risk in accordance to your in accordance to your account balance. You don't want to deposit today and wipe your account today. You don't want to deposit today, wipe your account by the end of the week. You don't want to deposit today and wipe your account by the end of the month. Okay. So you stick to proper risk. Um, okay, so we actually do not advise you, if you are trading, we do not advise that you have time-based targets, like saying you want to make this much a day, you want to make this much a month, you want to make this much maybe in a year. But our targets are based on our exit points, our entry points, our where do we enter, our stop losses, our take profits. So if you have your targets like that, you will not work under pressure of having to cover certain profits, but maybe by the end of the day, by the end of the week, or by the end of the month. Okay, so type your targets are based on how far is your take profits from your entry. It can take a day to hit your take profits. It can take 2 days. It can take 3 days. It can take 4 days. You don't know. Okay. So whenever you're doing your trading plan or your risk to reward guide, make sure your targets are not based on time. Okay. So what I usually do and what we usually teach, if you have deposited or you have funded your account, before you do your trading plan, do your risk to reward guide. Okay. Your risk to reward guide will have that's where you're gonna do your calculations based on your account balance, the risk that you're gonna take, the reward that you're targeting, how much are you gonna be risking, and all of that. Okay. So you can apply the same principles for any account balance. With this one, we are making an example of an account with $150. Okay, so yeah, let us begin. So what we usually advise, or what we advise, is if you are trading, let's say you're going to be trading 3 pairs, maybe you have Euro USD, USD, JPY, GBP, CAD, trading those 3 pairs. You're gonna trade these 3 pairs. You're gonna trade only these 3 pairs until you have hit your take profits, stop losses, or they take you out on break even or trailing stop, but you're only going to trade these 3 pairs. You're not going to add another pair until you have closed all these pairs. They might not be triggered at the same time, but if one is triggered, you trade that one. If another one is triggered, you trade that one. Another one is triggered. They can't be triggered at the same time. You can have 2 triggered at the same time. You can have 1 triggered, okay? But you only going to trade these 3 pairs until they are done, okay? So those 3 pairs are going to make up your first set. That is why here you have set 1. So this table here, you have 2 types. You have 2 tables. You have your risk to reward table. Risk to reward table, you have your trading plan table. So this is your the risk to reward guide. It will guide you before, like I said, before you do your analysis, before you take any pairs, this is where you start. Okay, calculate do calculations of how much you're going to be risking, how much you're going to be targeting, and all of that. Okay. So the risk to reward ratio that we use is 1:3, meaning for every risk that we take, our reward must be 3 times than our risk. Okay, that will go for each and every set. So for each and every set, let's say I have 3 pairs on this set. You're gonna make a table like this. It's gonna be your opening balance. This is gonna be your risk per set. This is your reward per set. Let's make an example, maybe like this one. Maybe an example like this one. We say when you have decided which pairs to trade for the first set, okay, but then obviously you don't start with the trades, you start with the calculations, then you go to the trades. Okay, let's say your opening balance is 150. As you can see here, your opening balance is 150. You go to this table here. Under opening balance, you put $150. So this is how much you have on your account balance for set 1. Then for each and every set, not for a pair now, not for a trade, for each and every set, you're gonna risk a maximum of 15% of your opening balance. So you don't wanna risk more than 15%. You can risk 10, you can risk 11, you can risk 6, you can risk 4, but it mustn't be above 15%. This is maximum, okay? And we said our risk to reward ratio must be 1:3. So if my risk is 15%, my reward must be 15% times 3, which is 45%, and that is minimum. If you're risking 15%, then the minimum reward must be 45%. Okay, but you always stick to this when you're doing your risk to reward guide. For whatever balance you're using, you must do your calculations like this. Then you have to calculate 15% of $150. So it's going to be 150 multiplied by 0.15. Then our risk is going to be so how much are you going to be risking? So it's going to be 150 multiplied by 0.15. 22.5. So this is how much you're risking with this set. Maximum, we cannot risk more than 22.5. Then you go to your, okay, we have this, I think, 22.5. Yeah, that's your risk, 22.5. Then you go for your reward. Reward is going to be 150. Okay, I don't know why it's coming out bold. It's going to be 150 multiplied by 0 0.45, which is going to be 67.5. So this is your reward, 67.5. So at most you will be risking 22.5. At least you will be targeting 67.5. And just check if it is still meeting the 3:1. Yes, it is. 22.5 times 3 is 67.5. 60. Yeah, it's still meeting the 3:1. And then you say if all your trades are going to hit your stop losses, then you're going to have $150 minus this 22.5. And then you're going to have then let's leave our calculator here. So it's going to be 150 minus 22.5. 127.5 is going to be your new balance. This is going to be a new balance if all your trades are going to hit your stop losses. And if all your trades are going to hit your take profits, then you're going to have 150 plus 67.5. Your new balance is going to be it's going to be 150 plus 67.5 plus 67.5, 217.5. So this is what you have after set one. If all your trades are going to hit your stop losses, probably you will have something like this, 127.5 is your remaining balance. But if you hit your take profits, at least this is what you're going to have, but can't be more than this. If you hit your take profit, since this was your maximum, this is the at least that you can have. Okay. You can have 140, you can have 130, you can have 127.5, but it won't be less than 127.5 if your risk was like this. Then if your reward is like this, then you can have 217.5 or more than this, since this was our minimum target. But we're just going to make a typical example. Let's say all our trades on set one are going to hit our stop losses. Then you say if all trades on set one hit stop losses, then you're going to go to set two. Just copy this. So then you're going to go to set two. Your opening balance for set two is going to be 127.5. And your risk is going to be 127.5. Now, when you go to set two, you're going to use this now as your this closing balance. You're going to use this now as your opening balance for set 2. Okay, so set 2 opening balance is 127.5. Then you're going to calculate the risk of this, which is going to be 127.5 multiplied by, so 15% of 127.5 multiplied by 0.15, 19.12, 19.13. So risk is 19.13. Our reward is going to be 45% of 127.5. So 45% of this is 127.5 multiplied by 0.15. No, it can't be. 127.5 or multiplied by 0.45. 57.38. It's 57.38. Then if all our trades are going to hit stop losses, it's going to be 127.5 minus 19.13 minus 19.13. Let me remove this dollar sign. And 27.5 minus 19.13, 108.37. So it's going to be a new balance 108.37, 108.37. And if you hit your take profits, it's going to be 127.5 plus 57.38. Remove this dollar sign again. So now your new balance is going to be 127.5 multiplied by plus 57.38 to 184.88. 184.88. So if you hit all your stop losses on this set and you hit take profits on this set, you've already recovered, or you back to your opening balance plus profit. But now let's say set 1, all your trades on set 1 went in your direction and they hit your take profit. So So it's going to be a different story now. Else, if all trades on sets 1 hit your take profit, so this was going to be your set 2 in that case. So your opening balance now was no longer going to be 127 or 150. It was going to be this 217 here. So that's your opening balance, 217.5. 217.5 as our opening balance. Then our risk is obviously going to be this 217.5, 15% of this. Now our target is going to be 45% of this. And then to calculate our risk, we will need this number. To calculate our new balance, we also going to need this number. Okay, so 15% of 217.5. 217.5 multiplied by 0.15 amounts to 32.63. So this is our risk. 32.63. And then our reward is gonna be 217.5 multiplied by 0.45, which amounts to 97.88. 97.88. So if our trades are going to hit our stop losses, it's going to be that amount minus this 32. Minus this dollar sign. So our new balance is going to be 217.5, 217.5 minus 32.63, which is 184.87. 184.87. So you still have profits on your initial deposit, but if you hit your take profit, it's going to be, now this is your reward, 97.88. So your new balance is going to be 217.15 plus 97.88, which will amount to 315.03. So your closing balance would be 315.03. So this is how you can do your risk to reward, say risk to reward guide using proper risk management, you can get a replica of this on our website. There is risk to reward table. In fact, there is a risk management PDF that you can get. This is part one. This was your risk to reward table. But from here, so this was a risk to reward table. But from here, we are gonna do your trading plan, which is gonna be a continuation of this. Okay, so for now, yeah, we can pause it here. Thanks for watching the video.